Welcome guys to episode 25. Today we're doing the catch and cook, and before we do the eating, we'll do the catching and we'll do the cooking of this flounder and this tailor. Yeah, I'm on again. First keeper of the day, just a small Tailor. He's just barely legal actually, but pretty good. Good. Fish number two, it's a flounder. It's not a bad size actually, that one. It's pretty good. Right, just got back home. I've given the boat a wash down, that's all good now. And now I'm thinking dinner time, and what do I fancy? I actually fancy fish and chips tonight. I'm thinking I might crank a fire up, get it nice and hot, lots of coals, cook the flounder straight on the coals as the whole fish, then fillet the tailor, and then have beer battered fish and chips with the tailor. That sounds champion. Let's go light that fire. My garden at the moment is an absolute pigsty because we're having a new BBA HQ built. So that there is the new concrete slab for a new garage. We're going to need a fair amount of ash and charcoal, so I'm thinking I'm going to light two fires because I also want the camp oven to cook the chips, so we'll have the traditional fire pit plus the barbecue. Right, so let's have a look at the catch. Right, so what did we get? So first we got the tailor. So this guy is bang on the legal limit of 30 centimeters. It's always good just to cut the neck open like that so that they bleed, because they're not very nice if the blood's all left in the flesh. So we got the tailor, and then I'm going to get the tail for this guy because they're always really slippery. And then the second one that we got was the flounder. So it's like a flat fish. It's actually really good eating as well. So, and he's within the size limit as well. So fishing to us is all about sustainability. I'm not interested in a big haul of fish just to go in the freezer. I just want to take what I need for a meal. I like them fresh. A couple more would have been nice, but two is more than enough with some chips for two people, for me and the butler. Also for us, fishing's not always about the big fish. I mean, we're not great fishermen anyway, so we don't often get big fish. We often get sort of fish this size, so just fairly small fish, but these are really good eating fish, and you know, there's more than enough there for me and the butler. Right, so the tailor was caught on a soft plastic. There was heaps of these about, and we could see the bait fish on the sounder, and we could see all these guys on the surface, so they were pretty easy to catch. I went through a whole pack of soft plastics after these, and a lot of them I just wasn't hooking. They were biting the plastics in half, but They're really good fun fish to catch actually, and very good on soft plastic. So that was caught on a soft plastic. Right, and then the flounder, I caught him just on a prawn on the sea floor. So he was just, yeah, just on a sinker on the sea floor, just a sort of ground dweller really. Right, so I am going to cheat. I'm just going to add some more firelighters just really.
I'm not very amused with you. You went fishing without me.
I know. So the butler's not happy because me and Beyond the Concrete went fishing without him. But we had a day off today, work, and unfortunately the butler had to go to school. So he's not happy because we've had a few sessions lately where we've got no fish, and we had a pretty good session today. So he's not very amused. But next time, but you can eat the food with me. How's that?
Deal.
So we're going to use the camp oven to cook the chips.
And when I was at school slaving away, Lips was doing this.
Right, so for the chips, we're just literally going to cut the potato up. Add a load of paprika, some olive oil, quite a bit of olive oil, don't be shy. And mix it all up. And then for the secret ingredient, some fresh rosemary. So that's pretty much the chips, and then what I'm going to do is put some coals on the top and treat that as an oven to cook those bad boys. Right, so with the Tailor, first thing I'm going to do is get all the guts out. So I am by no means an expert in filleting fish by any shot. So maybe don't copy what I do because I'm really not that good at it. Right, so that's pretty much the guts and rubbish out. And then what I'm going to try and do, and I might stuff this up because I've not done a Tailor before, is try and take the fillet off. So I'm basically going along the backbone. Feel free to tell me how bad I'm doing this wrong in the comments if you see otherwise. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. But look, I can feel the backbone. Maybe I should have gone the other way. Not too bad. There it is. Back to that cut. And that actually isn't a bad job. I can feel some ribs there, rib bones, which I can get out, but that's actually not too bad a job. I've left a lot of meat in there though, that's the only thing. So I'll try and get that off. But not too bad. So actually what I might do, no, I'll do the same again. And then what we do with these fish carcasses, I might have shown this on another video, we actually put these in the freezer and we take these back to the ocean and chuck them back in. So we're kind of recycling everything, we're not wasting anything. Which again, you know, we try and be as sustainable as we can be. That's actually not a bad job. I can feel the bone. I'm pretty much running the knife along the bone, so it's not a bad job. I've left as you can see, I've left a little bit of meat around the ribs, but it's generally pretty good. Quite happy with that. The other thing is I can feel some bones, not many actually. So what I'll do is just try and get those bones out. Tailor are not a really scaly fish, but I'm just going to take the rest of the scales off. I'm going to cook them in the skin purely because the skin is quite hard to get off. I think I'm going to struggle getting the skin off, but that's okay. We can still cook it like that, but all the bones are out. So there they are, they're cleaned up now, so there's no bones in them. I'm going to leave the skins on, as I said. I'm going to beer batter those, and they'll be amazing with the chips and the flounder. Right, now it's time for the flounder. So what I'm going to do with him, I'm just going to get the scales off first. And because they're such a flat fish, what I'm going to do is just cook him whole, and then I should be able to just peel the bone out and just be left with the meat behind. So it's pretty hard to fillet a flat fish like this. Flip him over. Now, I'm not sure where his guts are, so I'm just going to have a punt that they're around there somewhere and just get them out, which looks like they probably are. So I'll just pull all his insides out. Don't be shy, get stuck in there. Need a deeper hole, I think. And then I'm going to cook him in foil straight on the coals as a whole fish. And then I better check on those chips. They'll probably need to be turned over. Oh, looking good. Yep, they're definitely cooking. Need a while yet though. Right, so what I'm going to do now is prepare the beer batter for the Tailor. So the first thing you want to do is get your fillets and then just coat them in flour, like so. Put some flour in a bowl, add some salt. And the good thing about any recipe with beer is you can use the beer and then you can drink the rest, which is always a winner. And then what we're doing then is just mixing the flour into the beer. And we need it a fairly wet consistency, enough to coat them. So you just have to keep adding more beer until it gets a nice sort of wet coat really. So at this rate I'm not going to have any more beer to drink, which will be a shame. And then get all the lumps out. So you want like a nice sort of batter consistency like that to get all the lumps out. That's pretty good, like that type of consistency. And then what we're going to do, we'll bring some oil to the boil in a minute. Not quite ready yet. And then we'll dip the fillets into the batter, and then they go straight in the hot oil, and they don't take very long at all. So I just wanted to get this prepared so that we're not waiting for everything else. Right, so next is for the flounder. Now unfortunately we don't have much in the house, which is a bit rubbish. So what I wanted to put on there was lemon or lime, which we don't have, and we don't have any fresh garlic. So I'm just going to put some oil on him.
Hey butlers.
We're going to have to cheat and use some crushed garlic, which is, as I said, pretty rubbish. The other thing that's pretty rubbish is that, like I said, we don't have any lemon or lime.
Hey, there's some lime in the front yard.
Yeah, they're not ready. We do grow lime, but they're not quite ready. And I thought we had one, but we don't. So we're just going to have to do the best we can do. So just imagine that we've done this, but we also had some lemon or some lime, and I'm just going to put some mixed herbs on it as well.
Mixed herbs. And
a touch of salt. And he's going to go straight on the coals, and then I'm going to start heating up the oil for the Tailor.
Oh, that's
that last one up. So I might do quadruple wrap just to try and keep it all intact.
Oh yeah.
Right, the oil's looking pretty good, so what we can do now soak our fish in the beer batter until we're ready. So it's just soaking nicely in the beer batter. Right, let's just turn the flounder over. Oh, it's cooking nicely. Right, so we have a bit of a drama. It's just started to rain, which means I was just about to start cooking the fish, but we're getting water reacting with the oil, and I spilt some, which is why it's on fire. So unfortunately the weather's now on us, so I may have to finish this in the house because this is going to start to react with the water obviously on the fat. They were pretty much done and then it started to rain. Hey Butler, check this out, I'm not even joking. Check this out. Oh my good God. Oh, a little bit burnt, but they're looking pretty good. They're done. They're going to have to be done. I wanted to check it, but we're just getting too wet. That looks pretty good. It smells good, so I think that's done as well. Tailor looks amazing.
Peace.
Right, here we go. Oh, that batter's good.
Oh. Yeah.
That is so good.
Oh, we still got some.
How good is that? So good.
That's
right.
good.
I'm going to try this.
What?
Get rid of, I don't put too many herbs on it.
Yeah. Check that out.
Anyway, we're not going to expect you to sit and watch us demolish this meal, so on that note, we're going to go. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button just there, because that would be really great and that really helps us build the channel. And also, you can follow us on
Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
and we'll see you in the next episode. Take it easy, Butlers.
See you, butlers.